Damn, that webcam shakes every time I touch it. Okay, these are the salmon heads. These are huge heads. They cost like $1.69 a pound. I used to be able to buy a whole salmon, but not anymore, because I don't know why. People just want the salmon steaks or something. So then they take the salmon heads and they sell them. Gee, you know what? It came undone. And you know what? That was dripping into my refrigerator all night. So I have salmon juice to clean up in my refrigerator. It's going to stink like fish. With fish, always be careful that you keep everything double wrapped and double closed. I did not. Anyway, so here we are. These are the salmon heads, and they're all going in. Okay? I'll give you a close-up on the salmon heads. See the cute little eye of the salmon? I didn't ask for the eye to be poked out. I did ask for them to scale it and stuff like that, and they cut it up a little bit. Okay, so that's it. This is basically the salmon heads going in. Be careful that you don't get the stinky salmon water on the floor. Although I guess it really doesn't matter because it dripped all over the refrigerator. Basically, don't be afraid to touch the salmon. Your hands will smell like fish, but after a while the fish smell goes off, usually when you shake hands with people or stuff. Okay, so there we see the salmon heads. There underneath them is the onions and the tomato as a base. Now I'm going to add ordinary tap water to this. Watch me get this webcam really smelling like fish. I make sure that the ordinary tap water is cold. You don't want to use hot water because it dissolves the copper from your pipe, or worse, lead if you have old lead pipes. Then you just don't be afraid to get in there and mix the salmon in with the fish heads. Mix the fish heads in with the vegetables or whatever, so everything is nice and low in the pot. You got to get yourself plenty of water because this is going to boil off, but not so much water that it can immediately bubble and boil and spill over from the top. This is about right. I'm going to quickly move the webcam over like that. I'm going to quickly dry my hands on this towel, which is going to smell like salmon now. And I'm going to add the last pieces of seasoning here. I don't know what this is, but I'm going to add some of it. Okay. There you go, lots of that stuff in there. I don't know what, I think it's garlic flakes and something else. Then I'm going to add this. Oh, that was way too much. I don't know what it was, but it was way too much. Well, maybe not. Then I'm going to add this. Anyway, these are just random seasoning. Oh, that was way, who would have known the cover, there wasn't a little cover with holes on the top. Then I just get in there and I mix up the soup. Oh man, that's going all over my stove. It's important that the salmon stuff doesn't dry out on the top, so you just got to squish it into the water mixture like that. Don't be afraid to compress it a little bit to get the seasoning into the water. Like that. Ah, and that spicing got all over my soup. Oh, anyway, my hands are going to absolutely stink like salmon. Worse, they're going to stink like dead salmon fish heads. I wanted to do this yesterday night, but I became involved in something else. Always try to cook fish as soon as you buy it. So this time, rather than using the towel and getting the towel all smelly, I'm going to use a paper towel.